Hello guys, and welcome to the Director Former Show. Today I want to talk about a few of the ideas that I have for if you want to sell online. So there are quite a few of them, and there's quite a lot more than what I'm going to talk about today. But as a person who is documenting rather than trying to find how this works or that works, I'm actually going to talk about the things that I actually do, so that I'm not trying to tell you something that I haven't actually done myself. One of the problems we have with credibility is that we try to talk about stuff we don't do, and so we're not talking from an experiential point of view. We're talking from what we think you could be doing instead of talking about what you do or what I do. Then if I talk about what I do, then it's up to you whether you want to do the same thing or you want to do it better, or you don't want to do it at all. And the advice I would give, the advice I always give is or rather what I always say is that if I'm going to talk about a product, if I'm going to talk about a platform, if I'm going to talk about an application, the least I can do is talk about how I use the application and not talk about how the application should be used, because sometimes it is the user who discovers something that the manufacturer of the product did not intend it to be used, or did not realize was going to be one way of using the product. We all use them differently. That's the point, really. We all use these products differently. We all use these applications differently. And I can only talk about how I use them, not how you should use them. Maybe you'll try to use them the way that I'm using them. But maybe you'll find that when you do that, then it's not working out okay for you. So you're gonna try to do it your own way. So when somebody says they want to be like me, I say try to be yourself, because when you are yourself, then you are accountable to yourself. You can't blame anyone else if you fail. You can only blame yourself. Okay, so as I'm doing this, I'll just make sure that I've imported these products. I've got all the products now. I've imported them. I'm just talking about an application called Obelo. Obelo is one of the applications I'm going to talk about. It's spelled O-B-E-L-O. Obelo. Obelo is an application that you use to import products into Shopify. So Shopify is the application where you can set up your own online shop. So instead of going to set up your own website and then sort out how you can sell on your own website, you can set up a shop on a website or on a platform which is already designed to help you to sell. So it's like selling on eBay. You know, eBay is already designed to help you to sell on eBay. Amazon is already designed to help you to sell on Amazon. So it sorts out the payment systems and the communication systems. So it's all in one place. It's a platform. Okay, so Shopify is a platform where you can sell products, but you can sell products using something called drop shipping, which means that what you're doing on Shopify is you're advertising products which are owned by somebody else, and then the person who buys the products from your Shopify buys the products from you, but the product is then delivered to them by the manufacturer of the product. So you are like a middleman, and you're just making a little markup on the price you're making a markup on every object that you're selling. So that's Shopify. but you use Oberlo to import the products into Shopify. It's just one of the applications. If you go to the website with all of the applications, there is like hundreds of them, okay? But the recommended ones obviously is something that you can use on Shopify to import products, and Oberlo is one of the first ones that are recommended. You can also use TerraPick together with Shopify. You can use TerraPick, and the way you use TerraPick is to be able to do some market research on the products that you're importing. So TerraPick is like it's a database which can help you to make decisions on how popular some products are and which products would be the best for you to sell. Then there is other ways you can sell. Obviously there is Auto Trader if you're selling cars, but you can also sell cars on eBay. Then there is eBay as well. There is Etsy. Etsy is spelled E-T-S-Y, Etsy. So Etsy is a platform. I haven't actually sold anything on there yet, but it's a platform where I noticed when I try to upload one product, they ask you whether you made the product or somebody else did, and they also ask you if it was a company that made it, and also the time that it was made, that is the year, maybe the month, so that the person who is buying from you has an idea how old the item is. So that's Etsy. It's a niche. It's looking at handcrafted items rather than items that have been manufactured in factories. Then you have the Amazon Seller Central. So the Amazon Seller Central, you also have the application on your mobile device, and basically what it does is it helps you to sell on Amazon, and you can list your products there. Amazon for me is mainly for selling books, but you can sell a lot of other stuff. You can sell electronics, you can sell whatever you want on Amazon. So those are the main ones, but there is a new one as well with Facebook. Facebook also has its own eBay or Amazon. So with Facebook, what they do is they've got an application. If you go to the mobile application, to the smartphone or the tablet, they have in the middle, if you look on your timeline, right at the bottom, or I think for Android it's at the top, I'm not sure, but for iPhone and iPad is right at the bottom of your news feed. If you look right at the bottom, one of the icons there. In fact, let me just go to it now so that it's easier to talk about. So I'm in my Facebook on my tablet now, and it's right at the bottom here. You've got the news feed, you've got requests, friend requests, you got the marketplace, and then notifications. So between the requests and the notifications there is a marketplace, and if you go right to the top, you can immediately start listing what you want to sell. It'll allow you to put pictures first. I think the first thing it will let you do is put a picture. So if I put a picture there and I say next, then it asks you to select a category. Let's say electronics and computers. That's the category I've chosen. And then it says give a title. So I'm not going to give a title because I'm not selling anything today. Okay, discard the post. But just want to talk about, for example, some of the things which you find on the application. So you'll find that the first thing you can do is to choose a radius. If you want to buy something, choose a radius, maybe 10 kilometers, 10 miles, 20 miles. You can choose the radius from where you are to how far you're prepared to travel if it means you're going to collect the item. After you've done that, then at the top you can do a search right at the end, but you also have your items. Your items are the things that you are either you've either listed or inactive, or the things that you want to sell. Then it's also got a category within your items. You also have all the communications, conversations, and your saved items, the conversations that are taking place with the people you are trying to buy from. Then you have the notifications there, and then you also have cars, vans, and motorcycles. In fact, I'll go right to the end here with all the categories. So you have home and garden, and you can sell furniture, household appliances, tools, garden. In housing, you can sell property and property rentals. In vehicles and bicycles, you got cars, trucks, motorcycles, auto parts, bicycles. In clothing and accessories, you have clothing and shoes, women's shoes, men's clothing, jewelry and accessories, bags and luggage. In electronics, you have electronics and computers, mobile phones, baby and kids, under family, health and beauty, toys and games, pet supplies. And then you have classifieds, garage sales, miscellaneous services, specialty, sports and outdoors, antiques and collectibles, musical instruments, arts and crafts. Then entertainment is video games, books, movies and music. So there's quite a fair amount of what you can do. In fact, you can do anything that you can do on Amazon. To be honest, on Amazon you've got all of these things, and on eBay you've got all of these things. But what we need to bear in mind is that Facebook is trying to keep you in one place with marketplace. So first of all, they've got the news feed. What does the news feed do? It gives you news. It allows you to check into places, and once you check into places, the people where you've checked in know you're there. Your friends know you're there, so your friends can find you there if they need to meet you. You can put photographs, and you can go live. You can go live on Facebook. So basically, if you can go live on Facebook, you've got a television station. If you can post pictures, it's like you have you post pictures, right? You're publishing. You can write what's on your mind. You're like a publisher, a book publisher. You can write long blogs on there, so you can basically blog and do television. But if somebody was listening to you and could not watch the video, but they could listen, that's like radio. So basically, Facebook is trying to be the television and the place where you can publish, where you can blog. So you can be a blogger, and you can run a television station on there. Then the friend requests, obviously you want to increase the number of friends that you have. If you're thinking in terms of entrepreneurship, it's important that you understand that numbers mean a lot. So you need numbers if you are going to market anything. If you want to market a product without numbers, then it's you reach a smaller audience, and your product does not sell to as many people as it could. Then the marketplace is trying to help you to set up your own shop. So basically, we can own a television station, we can own a blog, and now we can own a shop, all on Facebook. And the notifications just they keep you up to date with what is happening, either on your news feed, in your posts, in your videos, and also in your marketplace, because it's then connected to Facebook Messenger. If you go to Facebook Messenger, the communication from the marketplace is also there, because it's taking place within Messenger. And if you click on more, you've got shortcuts to Messenger photos, and all the groups you're involved in. Then there's a lot more. There's a lot more you can do on Facebook. So everybody's trying to keep you in one place. Everybody's trying to keep you under the same roof, much like what shops were doing recently, where if you if you went into a supermarket, traditionally they just sold groceries and stuff. Then there came a time when they were making phones, and they were selling airtime. They were becoming mobile phone companies. You could buy a mobile phone package, from a supermarket. Then you could buy pet insurance. Then you could buy car insurance. You could do all sorts of things under one roof. And this is what social media is trying to do. So Facebook is trying to keep you in one place. Google was trying to keep you in one place with YouTube as your television station, and then Google Plus as a social network. But they are struggling a little bit to replicate what Facebook has done. Then you have Twitter is trying to build a television station for you with Periscope, and they are also trying to become a social network. But we know that the person the company that's leading them all now with its innovation is probably, and it's fair to say, it's probably Facebook. Okay, Facebook is probably leading the pack right now. Then we've got other social networks, but I just wanted to talk about all the different things or ways you can sell online. And Facebook Marketplace is the last of the several that I talked about. I talked about eBay, Amazon Seller Central. I talked about Terapic as a tool that you can use for your research into what's selling on eBay, what's selling on Amazon. So what could you sell on Shopify? Then we have Etsy, which is more to do with handcrafted items. Then we have Auto Trader if you're into cars. Then we have the Shopify and Obalo, which helps you to import products into Shopify so you can have your own shop online. And lastly, obviously, was the Facebook Marketplace and how it is trying to be the eBay and Amazon on Facebook. Okay, so thank you for listening. I'm gonna end this one here, but obviously I will be back with more of the documenting that I've embarked upon. Thank you for listening.